Thank you, Sabir, Vaishali, and all Srinagar College engineering team, specifically civil engineering department. Let me first of all tell you all guys, welcome to world of civil engineers. Since long there has been many jokes made up of on the civil engineering, and the year when we joined some 30 years back, 34 years back, civil engineering. Civil was, civil is, and civil will be, let me tell you, most basic line of engineering, and I am always proud of. Okay, at that time, many times the limelight goes to ENTC at our time, then mechanical guys, because they have got big companies, Tatas and Bajaj and Mahindras, and now BMWs and automobile and all iron industry under their name. So mechanical, metallurgy, industrial, then electronics, and then later on computers. All those companies and the branches always got more limelight than civil. When the engineering started, definitely civil was considered as a basic parental line of all engineering. But slowly something happened, and the limelight got shifted. I am sure. Let us accept it. When you guys say I am a civil engineer, why it is happened that most of us who are in civil engineering, the first option of late was always computers, then electronics, then industrial electronics started with, then mechanical, and okay, lastly civil. Let us accept it. It is the scenario all around the world, and you and basically in our country, and you and me are not the exception to that. But that doesn't mean this line or this is not engineering. Rather, I will say this is BAP of all engineering. If you are a good civil engineer, mark the word good civil engineer, anybody can be engineer. When you complete all these 4 years, what your teachers are telling you, what your syllabus is being written, what books you are studying, just ratta maar and write down 50% किसी को भी मिलते हैं यार, and you can be through in 4 years with a degree of BE civil or behind your name. Ask yourself, does that make you a good engineer? The difference between engineer and good engineer is, a good engineer knows how to implement his knowledge in a better way, whatever he has learnt in those 4 years. Out of that, एक साल निकल गया guys. Now you are entering into really hardcore engineering of civil. From second year, every small subject will make you exposed to the world of civil engineering. And trust me, it's not about subject. Later on you will find some subjects interesting, like soil mechanics, then there will be geography, then there will be surveys, then there will be structures, then there will be RCC, then there will be steel structures, then irrigation, then hydraulics. Imagine a branch which touches every aspect of your life. Have you ever thought how much civil engineering is directly related to our life? Every morning, 6 o'clock, 6:30 in the morning. I hope at least few of us will be waking up at that time. I never had that lucky in my hostel days to wake up at that time. But first lecture was always a nightmare in the morning. But let me tell you, later on, of late, I am a early wake up guy. First thing 6:30 in the morning when you wake up, right from there the civil engineer starts in your life, because you wake up in a home. A home is built by a civil engineer. You first thing after you wake up, what you do? You go to washroom. You open the tap of your basin. Again a civil engineer, because some plumbing engineer must have done it. You before entering into the bathroom, you click your switch on. Again a civil engineer. The light is on because of the wiring done. Then later on you get ready and you use the lift. Again civil engineering. You go into the parking may be mechanized parking to get your two-wheeler or four-wheeler out. Again, a civil engineering mechanized parking has been erected over there. You use roads, you use gates, you go to your workplaces. Every day of every single hour of life, somewhere a civil engineer is responsible for making your life comfortable or mess. Mind it. Because you wake up in a house which is not very pleasantly built, which is stuffy, which is badly planned, with no windows or less windows, wrong windows, a leaking house, and you will curse the first thing to the civil engineer in the home which you have wake up like this. You hit the button of your electric switch in the toilet bulb, it don't get on, you again curse the civil engineer. You open the tap and water don't flow from it, you curse the civil engineer. You press the flush button of your commode and the commode gets choked, you curse your civil engineer who has built it. Similarly, you travel on the road is bumpy and your ride is a nightmare, you again curse the civil engineer. Everywhere of the life, 50% of the time, either you are cursing a civil engineer or you want praise, but you are at peace because of a civil engineer. And who is this civil engineer? This is me, Samir, Vaishali, your teachers. Every civil engineer who has got a degree of B civil under his belt is a civil engineer who is responsible to make life of a society good or bad. 3 years down the line, all of you will be joining the bandwagon, and then at that time you decide what kind of civil engineer you want to be. You want to be get remembered or by every fellow whom you don't know also, but who is living in the home built by you, who is using the road built by you, who is using the railway station or airport built by you, who is drinking water from dams or canals and water lines you are laid, who is using toilets and bathrooms where all drainage lines has been laid by you or your fellow engineer. All these unknown faces, what kind of way you want to be remembered by them? And mind one thing very well, guys. World is very selfish, and fine, we are part of it. You make a mistake, there will be hundreds of people cursing you for your mistake. But you do something good, only one person may be good enough to say thank you somewhere silently for the civil engineer who has built that road. But not to get cursed itself is a sign that you have done a good job. This is something which no college will teach you and no syllabus will teach you. But this is a thankless word, and specifically when civil engineering, it's a more thankless, because people will say, "बड़ा क्या किया? तुम्हारी जिम्मेदारी थी, पगार लेते थे, कॉन्ट्रैक्ट लेते थे, पैसा लिया है, you should deliver good. What's big deal?" But if you don't, then that time they won't think that thing can go wrong and all those kind of things. So this is the difference between an engineer and a good engineer. A good engineer gets remembered for his good deeds. People may not be knowing what is the name of that engineer, from what college he has done that degree, how much percentage he has got in the finals, what was his liking, what was his dislikings. All this nobody will remember. What they will remember is the kind of job you have done and the service that particular structure is giving to the user. That is the difference between a good engineer and average engineer. I won't say bad engineer. There is nothing like bad engineer. There can't be thing like bad engineer. An engineer is as a good or is just an engineer. As simple as that. Like, very plainly. Don't get offended. Samir, sorry, I'm too casual, as I think like getting lectured by someone else in my second year first day. There is nothing like bad donkey. There is a good donkey or donkey. Because what can be what donkey can do bad? The donkey does whatever you are ordering him. A good donkey is the one who does something better than what has been ordered to him. Same way, if you are just an engineer, then you are like a donkey. You are following the orders. Fine. Do you want to end up like a just an engineer, or are you here to take this degree, add your knowledge to it, and give something back better to the society for what privileged you are? See, I get always nowadays sometimes when in newspaper and in media, there is always in underlined news or highlighted news are there. There was a job of some peon or chaprasi in a government service, and even a B civil guy has applied for the job of chaprasi. I don't blame system. I don't blame engineering. I don't blame knowledge. I don't blame engineering colleges also. I blame the guy who himself don't respect his degree. Boss, if you want to end up as a chaprasi and with a BE civil degree under your belt, fine, you deserve to be a chaprasi. Because nobody has stopped you becoming a good engineer, and only you yourself. If you think your engineering degree is not able to give you a proper job, if your civil engineering degree is a curse to you, if your civil engineering degree is because you don't have an option to go to any other branch, and that's why you are becoming a civil engineer, then this degree won't ever help you. Rather, no degree helps any person, however best degree. I have met IIT engineers also, and I have called so-called MS engineers also. And again I will say, not necessarily they were good engineers. Because ultimately whatever has been taught to you in these 4 years, coming 3 years, how you are going to use that knowledge is going to make the difference what you end up as. And for that, I like my biodata says, I didn't do anything great. I just followed sincerely what my teachers has taught me. I just followed sincerely what my books has given me knowledge. I just tried to go beyond those words. And again, I was never ashamed of my degree or my college. I was always proud, and there is a difference between proud and ego. A fool has got ego. A wise person is proud of. Be always proud of your degree, and how the pride, you will earn that pride. Pride don't come back freely. Ego does come freely. Pride comes only by the virtue of whatever you are giving back to your degree. And that is only possible when you will absorb the knowledge given to you by your teachers, by your books, by your syllabus, and try to implement it in your way. See, the formula will be same. Like we all watch cricket. I love all the games. I will come to that aspect of life afterwards. I love playing games because games teach you how to take defeat also. Vaishali madam knows my M3 and my M4 both got cleared in the last attempt. Okay, I was a distinction holder in final year, but 3 times M3 and 3 times M4. In both paper at the last time, I was just given up. I thought कि यार मेरे से नहीं हो पाएगा ये. Not that there was a fault in me, not that there was a fault in syllabus. My approach was wrong, and in both the time and last attempt, I got marks in both maths more than all total of first 3 attempts. So this means subject was same, syllabus was same, Sunday was same, exam was same. What changed? My approach to that giving the exam changed, and I could be through. Same way, the formulas of stress and strain, the formulas of survey, the formulas of soil mechanics, the formulas of friction, traction, everything will be same. Years and years they are same. This same syllabus is being taught in every bloody engineering college, from VRC to COEP to IIT and everywhere. Same strength of material, same steel structure, same RCC. Why it is that some engineer gets reputation, some engineer gets recognition, and some engineers don't get? It's because same way the cover drive is same. The cover drive, if you play cricket, cover drive, any Tom, Dick and Harry who plays cricket know how to play a cover drive. Left feet आगे निकालो, back lift करो, ball middle करो, and see the gap between cover and point and gully and mid off, and punch the ball through that gap towards the boundary. How many can do it perfectly when the ball is coming to at 145 km per hour, more than that speed? Only Virat Kohli and Tendulkar and Sehwag could do it perfectly and repeatedly. That's why they become legend. That's why they become great. Normal guy, 10 balls out of same delivery, 1 or 2 times he can hit it. Virat Kohli and Tendulkar can hit it for 8 or 9 times. But remember one thing, one time their bat also can nick that ball, and they can be also caught behind. That doesn't mean they are a failure. So same way, same formulas, everything is same book, same textbook, same subject. It's you who will be using that same thing to make the difference between you and others, and you can do it. If a Sanjay Deshpande coming from some village in Khamgaon, which most of us you may not be even knowing where my hometown is. It is a place in a Buldana district in Vidarbha remote part. If Sanjay Deshpande name person would couldn't talk two words in English till he become a BE Civil, he can deliver a lecture to you guys today, 30 years down the line, and say Gan.com things to you. Why you can't? You also can. You can do better than me. I'm better than anybody. And this is where respect for civil engineering is hidden. More and more such people, more and more such good engineers, more and more good engineers giving identity to that engineering branch, industry, ultimately respect will be gained to the civil engineering faculty. It's in your hand and my hand. There has to be one day. Do you know what is the biggest pride as a civil engineer I will like to have? Have you ever thought? My biggest pride will be the most sought after branch in the entire education curriculum should be civil engineering. Every child who pass out from 12th or who does 10th going for diploma should treat civil first, and if you don't get civil, he should think of all other branches. That's the day when I say glory of civil engineering will be done. That is in the sheer hands of you and me only. Nobody else is going to do that. If hundreds and thousands of Bill Gates comes out of computer engineering, makes computer as the most software to branch, same way can happen with civil engineering also. And for that is, see, complete the rest 3 years thinking of these kind of things. Most of you must have seen the Chak De, and I am a damn big fan of all inspirational movies and Disney movies and Marvel movies also. Not because they are just entertainment, they give you a good message, and it's good things what you absorb that are going to make you a different person and a good person also. Like in Chak De, Shah Rukh Khan before the Australia final match, India told the girls, ये 90 मिनट तुम्हारे जिंदगी के सबसे बेहतरीन 90 मिनट होने चाहिए. That whole dialogue I remember. I don't want to take that time. You can watch you on YouTube also. That is a 5 minute dialogue. But same way I will tell you, the next 3 years should be the best 3 years of your life. I always by proud say 3 years of diploma and 3 years of engineering, 6 years were the best years of my life, because they helped me to become me what I am today. So go on, live these 3 years, because these 3 years will define you what person you are going to become later on. At the same time, Samir told you a lot about my wildlife thing. Don't become just a dry, grey civil engineer. Have a life, have a shade of some passion with it. And not necessarily Sanjay Deshpande has done wildlife that you should become like that. गिटार बजाओ, डांस करो, भांगड़ा करो, do it anything, rock and roll करो, you पेंटिंग करो, फोटोग्राफी करो, पोएम करो, राइट अप करो, do whatever you can apart from civil engineering, because that will balance your life. Most of the time, even biggest of the brains get fatigued because of the monotonous nature of working, because of the what you can say pressure of expectation and delivering and targets and projects and everything which you will be facing in your life. To counterbalance that, there has to be one personal side to you. That personal side is we call passion, and that passion makes you a better person, a better engineer, and a better person only can become a better engineer. Because mind it, first a better person, then better whatever engineer, doctor, lawyer, whatever it may be, because that engineer lives in you. So unless and until you are a good person at heart, you are a good person on line of thinking, you are a passionate person about whatever you think, whatever you do, you can't be a better engineer or good engineer. So that passion keeps you alive, that passion keeps you focused on whatever you are doing, and that passion can be anything. So it's like two persons living in one engineer. One is hardcore engineer, another is hardcore passionate person about something which is not engineering, and these all things balances each other. And one more last thing I would like to add on: make a habit of 2 habits you never forget, because those habits will make you far different person than others. Never stop reading. never stop writing whatever you feel, whatever you read, because these two habits will take you definitely make a difference. These are this is the era of emojis. Your good friend writes a poem for you and you just send a smiley or a heart or a badam wale doye emoji to him. Man, write some good words for him. The guy has taken some effort to you. Your daddy's birthday is there, your mother's birthday is there, your sister's birthday is there, girlfriend, I don't know, or boyfriend, that is your choice. But write something for them. Start writing from your family. I don't know how many of you in your school days have got a essay or homework of writing a letter. We have got lot of them, and maybe I kept that habit alive. I try to write to my son, I try to write to my mother, I try to write to my friends, because that helps me in understanding myself in a better way. This and don't do it because Sanjay Deshpande has said it from his Gyan.com. Do it, try it. If you feel like it's good, do it. If you don't, fine, your choice. Hereafter, the difference is no more spoon pudding will be there. You make your spoon, you make your food, and you feed yourself from that spoon. That is what going to be life. And I'm sure if you are that way, whole world will be yours. So go on, guys. Enjoy, not just study. Enjoy your life, enjoy your 3 years, and give it fullest. इथून बाहेर पडताना तुम्हाला प्राऊड वाटला पाहिजे, तुम्ही जे काही 3 वर्षात झक मारली त्याचा. बाकीच्यांना आपोआप वाटेल. Proud is something. If you are ashamed about yourself, people will be ashamed of you. If you are proud about yourself, really, your parents, your teachers, your friends, everybody will be proud of you. So that's what you owe them and to yourself. Thank you.